promise you whatever is on those messages are words that have never, ever in the history of my life come out of my mouth. I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
Because you don't get fired. You don't get fired for saying the F word. You don't get fired for saying shit. You don't get fired for saying like ugly, stupid. So whatever they were saying is bad.
okay. And I know it's bad because because I know from the retrial, we had that. I forgot his name now. Damn, just forgot his name. But he was one of the detectives that, or police officers, one of the two that was part of the messaging crew, and he came up and he could even repeat what was on the messages to when he was asked to read them out. He's like, "Can I not read this?" And I thought that moment right there, I thought, "Oh my gosh, really, Proctor is cooked if other people cannot even read your messages in there." So if that's Proctor, and Good is supposedly under the same kind of scrutiny, yeah, you're right. It's probably it's
I mean, it's along those lines, if not worse, because for them to so like that's what Proctor's saying, and for them to then single Good out of everybody else in his Proctor's phone and just immediately be like, no, you out. Like, it has to be bad. Also, he just has that like look like he said some bad things, but
he has that look. Okay, so Sergeant Tully, talk to me about this. Talk to me about Sergeant Tully.
I'm scared to talk about Tully.
Why?
Because I think that he's the scariest one. I think the rest of them are all dummies, and I think that Tully is the one like pulling the puppet strings and has all the power, and he really scares me.
Okay, I'll be very honest. So you have to convince me on this stream. You have to convince me, because I have heard so many theories about this cover-up. I've heard it. I just haven't looked into it, but I've heard it. And I'm just trying to I'm not a conspiracy guy. I like conspiracy theories. I like it because it gets my brain working. I like debunking a lot of it. Like, for example, flat Earth. Like, that's the easiest one to debunk. So I like engaging in those kind of things. But for some reason, this one, I was like, I'm staying away from it. And it was just a choice because I was like, I just don't have any information at all to even begin validating it or invalidating it. I was like, I could look into it, but I know that based on what came out in trial, I just don't think there's going to be anything found that could substantiate or not substantiate it. So then I heard about Sergeant Tully talking with Kate Pierce, Maso, whatever. Is it? Do I have the right person? Maso Mafia. Do I have the right person though? Do I? Is they were communicating, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so that's actually substantiated. Okay, so they were communicating, and Lindsay got guitar. Like, I don't know any context to all of the pre-trial stuff. Could you please fill me in? Because, when did you first hear about this trial? Let's start from there. When did you first hear about this?
And
how?
So there was.
And how as well? Yeah. Go on.
So there was a billboard like outside of the stadium where the Patriots play, and I was stuck in traffic one day. It said free Karen Reed. It had a QR code, and
is that is that New England Patriots?
Yeah.
Oh, so I know Boston Red Sox.
So the Patriots play in Foxborough, which is just down the road.
Okay.
And I was leaving Trader Joe's. I was stuck in traffic. There's
Go on.
there's like
No.
there's a supermarket
I got distracted there. So sorry. Continue.
So I scanned the QR code on a billboard that said "Free Karen Read." I was like, I don't know what this means. I started reading about it. I kind of didn't pay attention to it for a little bit.
Whose billboard was it?
The like boots on the ground people, I think, like the FKR people,
okay.
I think, funded that, and it worked. Okay. It got me into it. And then I started watching. I started like.
What year was this, by the way? What year?
I want to say that was like the end of 2023, beginning of 2024.
Okay.
Around the time that things were like really ramping up for Aiden, like I think either right when he was, I tried to go back in my like Google history to find out exactly when I started following like Aiden and his connection to the case, but I couldn't quite line it up, but around that time. And then I started watching the trial, like I would say like day 5 of the first trial. I like got into like every day of the trial. I didn't know that like this world existed at all. So I didn't watch on YouTube. I didn't have anybody like explaining anything to me. I was just watching on like the NBC 10 stream. It was very,
okay.
Like I needed a legal expert.
Yeah. Okay.
But so to go back to your conspiracy question, like, not to sound like one of those like red string bored crazy people, but John wasn't hit by a car. So like we need to start there. Like,
oh yeah,
there is a man.
I mean, come on,
that's
obvious. Like, there's no, like, how do you get hit by a car and there's no trace of the hit by a car? Like, how does that happen? Like, that's just obvious. But like, continue
and
on.
If it wasn't obvious, if for whatever reason, like ARCA explained why it's not possible, Dr. Marie Russell explained why it's not possible, all that. So to connect the dots for the conspiracy piece, John was not hit by Karen's car.
Okay.
And yet 47 pieces of Karen's taillight were found on the front yard at 34 Fairview. So if Karen did not hit John, which she did not, how did the taillight get onto the yard?
Before you continue on, how did the taillight get onto the lawn? Before you continue on, we'll revisit that. I just want to say, because I just saw the super chat that just came in, my chat window was closed, so ignore me.
Was it the one where Zach wants me to say what's up, Doc?
Yeah. Emily, can you just give Heinz a what's up, Doc? Yes.
What's up, Doc?
Oh, Lord. Oh, gosh.
I was hoping you weren't going to see that one.
What's up, Doc? I love...
what's up, Doc?
Yeah, I love Zach. He has always been here since the Laura Owens case. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because Zach is always everywhere. Like you said, he's always been there. You go into any chat anywhere in the world right now, and there's Zach.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, thanks, Zach, for your thank you for your $2 super chat. I appreciate it. Phoebe MC, thank you so much for joining. Squid Pro Crow, I did see you before. I accidentally didn't put my screen back up, but yeah, love having her here. She was covering the Laura Owens case as well. Like, have you heard about that case, by the way? Have you? Laura Owens. Oh my God.
I'm not a trial person.
Oh,
I'm not. Karen Reed was the first trial I ever followed.
Right. If you think that this case is crazy, that it has conspiracy theories within it, Laura Owens will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. I mean, that one has tangible proof, but it's a story about a woman faking pregnancies to try and get relationships with men.
How does being pregnant get you a relationship? What?
There is more
what men like these days?
there is more to it, but like I think there's more to it, but I didn't want to get sidetracked on that story. But like you should definitely look into that. But yeah,
Okay.
Continuing on. Okay, so back to how did you get the tail light pieces on the lawn? Let's start. Let's continue on and expand on that question, because if that is the genesis of this conspiracy theory, as Brian Albert says, I mean, the notorious butt dialer that will butt dial twice in one night, somehow just says it's a conspiracy theory that needs at least how many people? Like the whole town has to be part of the conspiracy. 50 people.
He says it needs to be the police from 2 different agencies, local people, the medical examiner, which the medical examiner was not part of like their team. But so my theory and how it all kind of makes sense to me is I agree with people who say that there's no way that all these people, you couldn't just call up all these people on the morning of the murder and say, hey, we just killed John O'Keefe, cover for me, okay? And all these people would be on board. I think there's a very good possibility that Michael Proctor just believed Jen McCabe when she said, Karen said she hit him, she had a broken taillight, blah, 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 blah. And Michael Proctor is just a lazy dummy. And he said, okay, I know how to make this easy for us. Like, I'll put some taillight pieces on the front yard. And then there's evidence, and then we don't have to like do this whole thing, and I don't have to like do a whole investigation. So they like very quickly set it up so they could plant the evidence, and they weren't the ones that found it because the CERT team was there and blah, 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 blah. And when it finally dawned on them that John wasn't hit by a car, it was too late because they had already planted the tail light and now they're stuck. So it's like, there's one conspiracy that's the Albert family. There's another conspiracy that's the police being like, well, we can't just tell everybody like, whoopsies, we planted that evidence. You know what I mean?
Oh. Wait a second. So there is, okay. Planted this, okay. Let's back up for a second. So planted because they have just realized that John wasn't hit by a car. Mm-hmm. It's too late to pull out now. So
right. Like, how many times have you heard of like police pulling somebody over and planting like a bag of cocaine?
Yeah. I've watched The Wire.
Right. Okay. And when they do it to a known drug dealer, then it's kind of like, well, they were going to have drugs anyways, but like we just made our job a little bit easier. We already know that person was dealing drugs, blah, blah. But when they do it to somebody that has never done or dealt drugs in their entire life, and they say, what is this bag doing in my car? Then they all get in trouble, right?
Oh, yeah, but that part, I mean, that part I get. They're planting a tail light. John gets hit. Okay. So now they have to stand by that story, go to trial, and try to defend that story. I can see why they would zero in on that. But how does the house theory fit into this? Because I'm lost a bit there. Like,
what about the house? Like the people in the house, you mean?
Yeah, like how does that fit in? Because really and truly, if a cop is found dead on your lawn, and for some reason you don't respond, like I'll give the maximum benefit of doubt. You don't respond because you are asleep. You just want to get your sleep in. You wake up in the morning. The people that did respond, because I did see the Makoda's video where Jen McCabe walks into the house. So, well, not Jen, I don't know who, but a blob was walking into the house. So I did
6:23 or whatever.
Huh?
It's like in the morning, you mean?
In the morning, yeah, when the it was from
the dash cam.
It was from the one of the officers' dash cam. Before we do go off, there is something that you always do on your streams that I find quite endearing, and is when you start playing games with people. You know, I find that very, very wholesome. So I've decided I have decided to play a game myself, and it's a game that I call Inspired by You. Of course, Inspired by You. And it's a game I call Guess Who Said What at Trial and Why This Ended Up Burying Them. So I call it the obituaries from the current retrial. How long did they survive? So the obituaries from the current retrial goes as follows. I'm going to give you the quote that they made in the trial. I'm going to give 2 or 3 chances for each of them. And you are going to decide who said this particular quote. And then if you guess it correctly, etc., etc. So that's the game. The first quote, the level is medium. So not too hard, not too easy. It's just middle ground. Says, they said, did I hit him? Did I hit him? Is he dead? Who is that character?
They said I hit him.
No, did I hit him? Did I hit him? Is he dead?
A lot of people said that. They said that Karen said that. So like Katie McLaughlin said that Karen said that. And Nuttall said that.
Can you get it in the first try? Oh.
Well, but a lot of people said that. So Katie McLaughlin said that. Nuttall said that. Jen said that. A lot of people said that.
Would you like another?
Pick one.
Would you like another clue?
Well, but they all said it.
No.
Like Timothy Nuttall said. Okay, yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying, would you like another quote? Would you like another quote that they said so that you can try and guess who I'm talking about?
Okay. Yeah.
Another quote. Okay. Another quote is, they said, and I said, she's crazy. And I said, she's crazy.
Oh. Jen? Carrie?
Hold on. Pick one or two. Pick one or two.
And I said she's crazy. Jen McCabe?
Oh. All right. Let's see.
Carrie?
It's actually Kerry Roberts. It's actually Kerry Roberts.
Okay, but they all said this. Like they both said those things.
No. What Jen McCabe said is not, and I said she's crazy. She said she's acting crazy.
Okay, but also Carrie said, and I told her to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I would have given it away if I said that. I wanted to. I will say I actually did want to put that down. I did actually want to put that down. But I was like, I'll give it away. But yeah, the first one was Kay Roberts. Now let's go into the next one. Medium again, not hard, not easy. All right. They said not every team has a leader. I'll give you a clue. It's from the retrial.
No, I don't need a clue. It's Yuri Buchanan.
You're right. It is Yuri. The second clue was going to be Brian Harbour had a dog named Chloe, but you would have guessed that. All right. The third one. This one is hard. Okay. They said the air impact is probably along the way.
What?
The air impact is probably along the way.
The air impact is probably along the way?
Yeah, this one is hard.
I don't even know what that means. Trooper Paul?
Oh my God, how did you know? Oh my gosh, I was gonna...
Because it doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it came out of Trooper Paul's mouth.
I actually thought that was hard. I actually thought, let me start with that quote because the next one was gonna be key cycles, and but then again, John Wilker said I was gonna make it hard, but I thought that was the hardest one to start with. Oh wow, you actually guessed that on first go. Okay, he didn't solve a parrot, but oh wow, you got that in one go. You got that in one go correctly. It was Trooper
Yay.
Paul. Now, the next one is level impossible. You will never guess this.
Okay.
You will never ever guess this. They said we sat in the car for about an hour.
Oh, Proctor. No, not outside in Dighton. We sat in the car for about an hour.
It's impossible. You're not gonna get it.
We sat in the car. What car? We sat in the car. Is there a second clue for this person? We sat in the car.
The second clue is she's going to wake up the neighbors.
Oh, Jen McCabe.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I was going to say Jen. The last clue was Jen. But yeah, it is.
Jackson said, can you describe Karen's demeanor? And Jen just responded, Jen! That's not, what? That's not an answer.
But yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much.
That was fun. I like that game. Yeah, I'm sorry I have to hop off. I have to go pick up my son at
all
school.
All
and
good.
I just got an alert. It's raining. Rainy days are so boring here. Great.
All good. No, I appreciate you giving me the time and sitting down with me because this has been really fun. It's probably the first time.
I'm excited for you to join us in the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to start because